So this morning I decided, I did indeed, to take these people on that have this local Holiday Inn Express here in Twin Falls. Now, I ain't one to be farting around with simple shit, but this one needs to be some stuff done. First of all, lodging anywhere in Twin Falls is an expensive proposition. I don't care who it is, where it's at. All these damn places are trying to make up for the loss of business when people weren't traveling too much during that pandemic thing, which is a bunch of horse shit to begin with. You know, the funny part about it is Hazard Air and Airwolf FM never, not even a little bit, not even just a teeny tiny little bit, even so much as took a day off through all that. We stayed working, we stayed on the air, and we kept working, developing the system. But we was also fighting a system that didn't give much of a leeway whatsoever. So, Friday came, this last week, and just about on target, I went and I rented a room. Now, you might say, well, why the hell's he renting a room when he's sleeping in the car? Well, hell, once in a great while, at least once a month, sometimes more, but at least once a month, it's nice to walk in somewhere and do something called clean up your body. Get a little bit of rest, watch a little TV, just kind of kick back. So I did that over here at the Quality Inns and Suites. Don't even know why it called Suites. Maybe they ought to call it unquality sinful nature, unqualified madhouse. Okay? Now, most of these outfits, I'm getting to the second one, but they're going to offer such a thing as complimentary breakfast, that they ought to give you at least a few minutes to be able to go eat the damn thing. Wouldn't that be something? I mean, think about it. You want to go get up after you take your shower and after you went and pooped and then showered, depending on your... yeah, you can tell I'm tired. But that's bad enough. But I wanted to polish myself up so that when I went out here at the fair just to take a gander, that I'd look halfway decent. Well, I did. Right. So here I was, and I went in there. Went to breakfast. No biggie. Had a little extra cash. Thought, okay, I'm going to go have me something good. So ran over to Denny's, got my 55 starter breakfast. A little bit extra hash browns because the girls all like me down there. Don't ask me why, they does. This old man with his baggy eyes and everything else, hell, I'm starting to show my age. And I got something on that here in just a second. But here's the deal. The thing that bugs the snot out of me, and it does, when I got back to the room after I'd done eating, they'd already started cleaning up the room. Already had a book for somebody else. Now I actually went in that damn joint to get two nights at least of room, maybe even 3. You know what? Nope. They done rented it. Wouldn't even consider moving me to a different room because they'd already had got somebody else booked. They couldn't do that. So that started out the weekend kind of a fucked up deal. So I went over to the fair, went over and looked at all messes of women over there, and there was tons of them. You know, just one of them. Just one of them. When we was looking for talent around here to be on the posters and our pinup girls and all that, if we would have even suggested they wear stuff like that, they would have kiboshed us. They would have thrown us in the can. And I'm not talking a good can either. I'm serious. That's what would have happened. They would have had us in the Who's Gal. I don't remember why they call it the Who's Gal at all. I'm going to have to look at that up. Anyway, that's what they did. So I got done with that. So figuring, okay, they ain't got no room. At last ditch effort, went over here to the Holiday Inn Express. It was pretty close to bed, getting close to the nighttime hours. So I thought, okay, well, I'll go in here, catch me some Z's, get up in the morning about 11 o'clock or so, get the hell out of there, right? Well, my trusty nature is starting to get me out of bed about 10 o'clock in the morning. Don't ask me why. I don't need to get up for anybody. In fact, if I went in and went to sleep for the last time and went to Stovacore, it wouldn't matter anyhow. But anyway, so I got that over with. And I was sleeping and I was doing good. Coming 10 o'clock, they were talking about complimentary breakfast. So rather than leave the facility, I took them on the complimentary breakfast. Okay. So I went down and ate. When I got back to the room, here was this damn half-baked Mexicali that I'll bet you 10 to 1 odds barely has a visa, if anything. Couldn't speak hardly a bit of English. And she'd already done throughout my 2 gallons of milk that I'd bought the night before, which I could have, even though pissed, I could have got past that, right? A couple of gallons of milk, oh well, okay. But that didn't happen, no. But that wasn't the worst part of it. I had taken in a little bit of what you would call my diabetes medicines, right? My glucose meter. I know. But as long as I keep it in check, I can still fly. Anyhow, that has also disappeared. That was $250 worth of medication, albeit Medicaid paid for, but still the taxpayers paid for it, and something I needed that I knew I couldn't get today or yesterday because of the holiday. And what the hell do we need a Labor Day holiday anyway? Nobody works anymore. So why don't we just get rid of the damn holiday? Make them stay working afterwards. Wouldn't that not make sense? I'm serious. Wouldn't that make sense? I don't know. As bad as things are around here, they're getting worse. But it's like I've always said, and I'll say it again. What the church will not do, what law enforcement can't do, the wolf pack does. That's simple. See you tonight, y'all. I'm going to go get me something to eat. Bye-bye.